Hello. Welcome back to Generation Lockdown. I'm today joined by a man who has got 4 podcasts in a row. So you can be quite proud of, to be honest, Caleb. How are you doing, Caleb?
I'm good.
I'm good. That's good. That's great. Joe is making another appearance after episode 1. Good to have you back,
Hello.
Joe. How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
Oh, I'm good, thank you. See, Caleb, that's manners. And Holly is
Only one person
back
can
again.
ask you.
Holly is back again, yet again bringing diversity for her second episode. How are you doing, Holly?
I'm very good, thanks. Yourself?
I'm great, thank you. See, Caleb? and then now we're branching out to 4 new guests. So technically, So everyone say hello to Zara, even though you all know her.
Hi,
speaking
Zara.
to you.
Hi, Zara.
Another woman, so that's great. How are you, Zara?
I'm great, thank you.
Awesome. So you with Caleb in the rude section. That's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said thank you.
Today we are going to be talking about 3 different new topics as always. We will be discussing weird and viral trends that humans have created and participated in because we're a strange breed. We'll also be looking at a very interesting debate after obviously America, got a bit of a problem with guns. I think's a good way to put it. And we all remember their great president once said that maybe arm the teachers. So we're going to be talking about arming teachers or possibly having armed security guards at schools. Probably more focuses on America rather than the UK, but we can discuss the UK. And then to end on a nice little daft topic, winter versus summer. What do you prefer? How's it all going? But we'll start with viral trends, and I want to kick off the viral trend with one that I think still around, and I do it all the time, to be honest. I don't know if you lot still bottle flip at all, but I bottle flip every single minute of every single day.
Yeah,
It's quite entertaining.
There's something wrong with you if you've got your bottle with the perfect amount of water in it, and you just don't think I'm flipping this thing right now.
Especially if it's a smart water bottle, because they are obviously the best ones for it.
Mm-hmm.
See what I mean, Joe? I can hear your excitement just thinking of it. But
no,
yeah,
I agree with you. Smart bottle. It's the proportions of the bottle. The flatness of the bottom just works perfectly for the bottle flip.
The flatness in the surface area is just
Exactly.
for a good landing.
Just everyone doing it in class, like annoying the teachers. You can't beat it. You can't beat it. But I'd say the bottle flip's probably the best one.
Did you ever get to land one on the cap?
Yeah.
There's like the reverse bottle flip.
I did
where you
it.
land it on the.
I've never tried that.
I think I maybe did it once or twice, but I spent way too long on it. Like a sad amount of time. I also once spent about half an hour in college trying to get it to land on like the tiniest ledge. That was also quite fun.
By the way, if I ever take a drink halfway through and it goes silent, please someone just fill the silence because I'll take quite a big drink.
George, do you have highlighter on your nose? It doesn't.
Do I
it looks like
highlight
you've got highlighter on your nose, doesn't it?
The nose is really shiny.
It does a bit actually. Yeah.
I mean, well, I don't, but
Got all glabbed up for the podcast.
Should I branch out into that? I mean, they do it with like TV presenters, so maybe I'll have to give that a go.
Yeah.
People say it to me all the time. They always say it looks like I'm wearing makeup. I don't. I'm not skilled enough for that. But,
just have great skin.
Exactly, and long eyelashes. We can talk about me all day. Stop it. Anyway, do you guys remember? I don't know if this is considered a viral trend, but I guess it could be. Do you remember when everyone used to go around in fucking clown outfits and started terrorizing everyone?
Yeah, it was
That was
2016 or 2017.
Yeah, and then it came back briefly, like for a month in 2019. It was so weird.
I remember wanting to go out.
Sorry.
I remember wanting to go out. My mum was like, "You can't go out. There's clowns on the loose." And I was like, "Not in Cumbria."
Originally, it was only like a couple of weeks anyway.
It was in America where it was proper bad because everyone would just start beating up the clowns with baseball bats, and it wasn't as bad over here. But that was a weird one. Do you lot remember? I've just got a list of them here. Do you remember the Harlem Shake?
I've got that written down. Actually, yeah.
I've got Harlem Shake written down.
I had a feeling
that's like the first one I properly remember.
Yeah.
What's that?
Like that
I don't know what that
2011,
is.
2012.
Mine was that and
Gangnam Style.
Mine was that and Gangnam Style, and I couldn't remember which one came out first. So I just put Harlem Shake down because I was like, that's when it like first started, like when YouTube and that became like really popular. Well, that's when I remember from my childhood anyway.
Yeah.
Like watching like Harlem Shake compilations and stuff like that.
What is it? Can I see
What is it?
Can you guys
Isn't
do
it just?
it?
It was
I'm
just where, like,
not doing the Harlem Shake.
No,
What is
no,
it?
no, no.
it was
What?
just
You mean,
like there was a song,
Yeah,
wasn't
go
it?
on.
And then at the beat
Mm.
drop, everyone just used to like shake and go
Yeah.
absolutely mental.
Like,
Yeah.
there's one person dancing, and then the beat drops, and then everyone's dancing. It's like
Yeah.
jump cut.
But just like
Yeah.
you're just flinging your body around. It's so
Yeah.
weird.
It's
How
like
do
you're
you
just
feel
filming
it's
like a
weird?
normal scene of like just like people just like standing or like walking around. Then like the scene will cut, the bass will drop, and then like everybody will like change outfits and like start dancing dead weird. They're just
Yo.
doing like the most random stuff ever.
It reminds me of "Turn Down for What." Do you remember that song?
Yeah.
Turn down for what? Yeah.
What the bang
I
of
might
that
have
was.
to look that up. That sounds quite
Yeah,
good,
I know.
actually. I want to see
I
It
that.
can't
rings
believe
a
you
bell,
haven't
but I
seen this
can't remember.
before.
I might
They
have,
used
but I
to
just
film it
didn't
at
know what it was.
lunchtime all the time. They used to film it during lunchtime at school. Like loads of people did. I can't believe you don't remember this. It was a
I
weird.
can't remember. It
I mean,
rings
was
a
it
bell, but I can't
2014?
remember it.
Is it 2014, 2013? I think that's when it was.
It was
I
like
don't really
2012,
remember.
2013, something like that.
Caleb, what else have you got written down? Go on, fire another one out
Oh, I just had Harlem Shake, but there was stuff like Ice Bucket Challenge.
Caleb
Stuff
really
like
like the
that.
Harlem Shake.
Oh yeah, I've got it actually written down about 4
I've
times.
thought
But
of one.
Go on, Ollie.
Do you remember when everyone had? Well, I don't know if you guys did, but fidget spinners. Did you guys
I've
have
still
fidget
got
spinners?
oh,
I've still got it.
I've
still
got,
use
I've still
it.
got two.
I can't find mine.
I've got
I don't
two.
know where
if
it
you want
is.
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
mate, they're awesome. I love them, eh?
'Cause
Aren't they designed for like children with like ADHD or autism?
Yeah, they're like they've got
Mm.
autism and like learning difficulties.
Oh,
It's
they've
like
got
to
two.
look for like them to use when they get like stressed out.
thanks.
I feel like great.
I've got a really controversial one, right? If you're ready
Go
for
on.
it.
I am
Right.
ready. I am ready.
Remember, if I said, do you remember the dress? Would you know what I'm talking
Yes,
about?
Mm.
yes,
Yeah.
of course.
Right. Okay.
What did you guys
so,
all see?
what colour was the dress?
Blue
Fine,
and
Gold and
black.
white.
Blue
It was
and
gold and
black.
white.
It was
It
not blue and
gold
black.
It was
It's
blue
white
and
and
Gold
gold.
and white.
See, did
Right,
anybody
well-
else see one colour one time, then another the next? 'Cause
Yeah, I
I
think
No,
it
I've never
depends
seen
on
a-
your mood. I've
never seen a blue and black
Wait,
dress.
hang on, George.
ever.
What did you see? Because they're all saying white and gold. What did you see?
I've seen white and gold, but I've also seen blue and
Yeah.
black.
I
Or
think
whatever.
it depends on your mood.
See, I pretty much every time have seen blue and black, but if I remember rightly, I think there was one time where I did see it white and gold. But most of the time it's
Didn't
blue and
someone
black.
like explain it behind like the logic behind it? But I can't remember what it meant. It's
I read something and it was like the way the light was shining on it. Surely that would like depend on whether you've seen it in real life or not. Like, it wouldn't make a difference if you've seen it over the phone.
What were you saying about it depends on your mood?
I think it's something to do with the mood someone says, because like if you want to see it, some people see it one colour, and some people see it another. But they said it's something to do with like your mood or like how like alert you are.
That's pretty cool.
I know.
It's blue and
Joe,
black.
I've got one for you. And you'll like this one.
See if I remember it.
Do you remember the Chubby Bunny challenge?
Oh no.
Oh, we
That-
did
that
that,
is-
didn't we?
The what challenge?
The Chubby Bunny challenge.
Oh yeah, that's
I think it was the first time me and Joe sort of.
Oh.
oh,
Oh dear.
Oh. Anyway, it was when we were when George used to live near me. We'd used to if we ever had the chance. I remember one time I had this giant pack of like mini
Grey Stars.
marshmallows. Oh,
He's coming
Oh.
back and he's going again.
Oh, it's
hi
back.
George.
is he
Alright,
back?
George.
He's back.
Back.
He's back.
It's
Yeah.
my
Did you have a nice time
connection,
in
sorry.
limbo?
Yeah. Why? What happened? Did it freeze?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was just sort of saying how we had like that giant pack of mini marshmallows.
Yep.
I think you were better at it, weren't you?
Well, that's because I was fat, mate. That's why.
I've always been skinny.
No,
Eating has never been my special point.
I remember that. I remember that fondly. That video.
What else have I got?
Go on.
I've got another one that we did. Me and you did. I remember it. We did it at the same time.
What is
The
it?
ice bucket challenge.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, that's
I've
ice
got that
bucket
written
challenge.
down actually.
I had probably the video is probably still out there of us doing it actually in my back garden.
Yeah.
My voice was dead squeaky. It's absolutely minging. I
do you know,
cringe every time I
actually
watch
saw
that video.
not too long ago. I don't know how, or if I
God.
stalked you or something, but I found it not too long ago, and your voice was.
It's horrible. Like, it's
It was-
horrible. I hate
I
it.
mean, my voice is already not that deep, but like on that video, it's something else. I can't
Oh.
watch it. It cringes me out.
It's the worst thing we've done, and we've done some questionable things. I'd say that's the worst.
We've definitely done some questionable things.
Wow, what was it? Was it the ALS? It was for the ALS.
Yeah.
Or celebrities used to do it in that. It was to like raise awareness for that charity. What was the charity for? Is it like what actually is ALS?
I don't actually know.
Does anyone
I
know?
couldn't tell you.
Oh god.
Tell you.
What's
I want to say something to do
ALS?
with the brain, but like that's obviously quite obvious, really, isn't it?
Quite a broad spectrum though.
Yeah.
I think Holly's actually genuinely asking her Alexa. Have you got the answer, Holly?
Something to do with muscles.
So-
Alexa.
Need to look
To
it
do
up.
with muscles.
Stop.
Like-
Motor neuron disease, basically.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Okay, right.
People started doing it just for the fun, really, didn't they? Your dad did
Yeah.
it, didn't he? With
Did he?
Did he?
yeah, I don't remember. We did it with Richard.
Did he?
Oh,
He
yeah.
did.
Yeah, oh my god. Yeah, he did.
I remember filming that.
I remember just go, oh, fuck hell, man, that's cold. Yeah, I remember that. That was funny. That was funny.
I
I'll
got
just
nominated, but I was
impression.
on holiday, so I couldn't do it.
That would have been a
I
good
didn't have
place
any
to
friends.
do it. Then it wouldn't. You
Yeah, I would have
could
been a great place to do
I
it.
didn't have any ice. I didn't know where to get any from.
Speaking of your dad, Joe, I've got not dad Joe, George. I've got another viral trend.
Yeah.
Pokemon Go.
Oh,
Oh god.
George's dad still does it.
right, let me just clear something up for everyone listening. I would honestly, I would describe him as like a mafia kingpin boss.
Do you still play it?
Yeah.
Can I tell a
Oh my
story,
god,
right?
he's got dedication.
Go on, Holly.
Right, so me and George went to do like a photo shoot, and bear in mind I'd never met his dad before, ever. And I went into his
Oh my
house and we
God.
went out to do a photo shoot, and there we are walking along Wigton, and there he's like, oh look, there's my dad sat in his car, and I'm like, what's he doing? And he's playing Pokemon, just sat in the car in Wigton.
I swear to God, they've got a group chat like all like the sort of like parents of Wigton, and they'll meet up in their cars and they'll just zoom off to go to all the Pokestops around Wigton. And honestly, mate, they take it so fucking seriously. And
Do they have like a convoy of Pokemon Go
like
players?
a mafia boss. Like he's got like 2 or 3 accounts, and some of his mates have like maxed out about another 3, and it's like, what the fuck? Honestly, yeah, that was a good one. Thank you for mentioning that. That was a great one. But yeah, me and Holly were just doing a photo shoot, like she said. I'm just walking. I was like, that's my dad in a car doing Pokemon, isn't it?
They play Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
And that was how I first met him.
I've got one as well. The mannequin challenge.
I've got that written down.
Yeah.
What's the mannequin challenge?
Like everyone
Everyone stood still.
Everyone stood still, like videoing it, and there's like everyone in the room that just stood still doing like a different pose or
To
something.
that song, it was
Oh,
always the
yeah.
song. What was the song called again?
Oh,
Some Beatles, something like
Oh
that.
yeah, like.
yeah, that was in 2016. That one.
Then, Holly. I know you want to sing it for us then.
I would if I could remember it.
The mannequin challenge actually reminds me of was it the Running Man? That
yeah.
song, and then all the footballers started doing it as well.
Oh yeah, there's that one about Aubameyang doing it when he used to play for Dortmund.
That one. Fucking great, fucking fantastic challenge that was. Was it even a challenge, or was it just like a dance?
Trend, I think. I don't know.
Oh, I've just remembered one.
Go
One
on.
of the greatest of all time. Dabbing.
Oh, damn
Oh god.
George,
you remember
you're a
the
I
dabbing,
first time?
still do that.
George, you're a dabbing connoisseur.
first time
Please
injuring
explain it
himself.
for us.
The first time I ever dabbed was on FaceTime to Joe. He was like, "Go on, do it," and I swear I strained my arm because I did it that hard. I went that ham. I like strained my arm.
Wow, Caleb, I know exactly what you're alluding to.
You do. Do you want to tell everyone?
Go on,
Yeah,
go on,
go on,
George.
go on. You can do it, Caleb. You can do it.
How many days was it in the end, George?
Maybe like
How long does this dab
Definitely-
last
definitely-
for?
definitely like the 200. Definitely.
He dabbed consecutively for, let's say, about a year. And then just,
I
that
made
was just his personality,
today.
basically. He didn't have anything other than dabbing.
No,
You
I really-
literally used to
Sounds
dab
like-
all the time.
Wait,
No.
who?
It sounds like one of them My Strange Addiction people. You know, one of the people like that.
I am addicted to dabbing.
I'm addicted to dabbing.
I remember.
It's definitely strange.
There, we missed out.
I remember when you were at my house one time, George, and me and my dad dropped you off, and you got out of the van and you just dabbed the whole way into your house. And my dad was like, "What is he doing?" And I was like, "Honestly, I don't know."
I need to get tested for something. Oh yeah.
And you used to tell me that when you got out the shower, you used to dab the water off your body. You used to dab and it would like fling off.
George is getting exposed here.
Oh no.
Right, you all know me well. You know, pre-sixth form / uni, I wasn't exactly
too well. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because dabbing wasn't a thing.
Oh. Well,
weren't we all a bit weird back then, to be fair.
Yeah, we've all
George,
done questionable things.
I'm sure we all have our
there's
own
doing
stories.
weird things, and then there's dabbing consecutively for a year.
And there's dabbing yourself dry.
Yeah, that's unlocked a memory for me.
We need to tell.
I don't even know about that. Yeah. Oh, go.
My cheeks hurt.
I can't believe I was fine with the rest of it, but I nah. If anyone, if y'all want to stop listening now, I
That was around the time of Berlin, wasn't it, George?
No, it was a bit earlier than that. A little bit
earlier.
A little bit earlier,
but I would like to remind everyone, I had to spend 27 hours on a bus next to him.
Oh god.
Oh yeah. Well, that's because we didn't want to sit next to some other unsavoury characters who we weren't mentioning.
Best of a bad bunch.
Do you remember the pranks I played on you in Berlin, Caleb, and the one we did on you know who? I'm gonna have to give you a little story. So basically,
on the first story, I want to know.
It's a bit of a tangent I'm going on here, but on the first day of the Berlin trip, I woke up and I decided to pour Gatorade in everyone's ear in the room.
My Gatorade. It wasn't even his.
It was your own Bev, but then I felt a bit bad for Caleb because I probably like Caleb most out of all of them. So I was like, "Do you want to get on in this with me?" And then what we did was we put butter in someone's jeans.
Oh,
like a little packet of butter you get at breakfast, and we
like in the pockets or like inside the actual like.
No, in his pockets, right? And because like he laid out his clothes before he wore them, so when he went to the toilet, we put the butter in his pocket, dried it with a hairdryer so it started melting, and then he put his phone in his pocket and he yanked it out.
It was
covered in
oh my god.
And he walked into the room and he just said, "Who put butter in me trousers?" And he just had his phone there dripping. It was great.
Oh yeah, like a singular drop just went on because we were about to go out, weren't we? We were about to go out for the evening, and I had to go and change, so we made everyone late. Such a
George, does that compare to the Great Ball Tapping War?
Oh, everyone started fucking ball tapping each other 24/7. It was horrible.
Oh,
yeah, it was the worst. It was a proper war. Berlin was a weird time. It was.
I'm so glad I did not go on that trip.
Yeah.
Well, one of our friends literally went unconscious from being ball tapped.
Remember the sugar? Right. This is the last tangent I'll go on. We'll get back to viral trends. Basically, I don't know how in the fucking world he fell for this, but he did. So. He was wearing kind of dark clothes. Caleb's gone already. The person was wearing kind of dark clothes. It's the same person. And basically, we were in a museum and there was this little dark corner in the room, right? And basically throughout the day, we had poured the sugar in his hood and he had no idea. So basically what we did was we said, "Oh, go stand in that corner and see if we can see you because you're wearing dark clothes." He fell for it.
Oh, no.
We said, "Oh no, put your hood up, Put your hood up so we can definitely can't see you." And what does he do? Pours his hood over, all the sugar goes in his hair. And then later on, like another hour later, he didn't notice for so long. We just walking around pissing ourselves. And then we sit down and he comes over and he shakes his hair all over us. I'm like, "What are you doing, you mug? What are you doing?" It's like, "Someone put fucking sugar in my hair." Like, well, it wasn't us. I was like, "How on earth did you fall for that?" Anyway. Yeah, that's a couple of Caleb. Me and Caleb we're just bad boys.
Yeah, you're horrible, mean little boys.
He deserved it. He completely deserved it.
Anyway, does anyone want to give out another viral trend? Because I went on a bit of a tangent there.
I'm looking. I'm trying to look some up now.
Because there was loads, but my list is
I feel like we've picked the best ones. Like
I've got stuff like the 100 layer challenge where everyone tried to put on like loads of clothes.
Did any of you guys ever? I don't know if it was actually like a viral one, but I've seen the videos. You know when that guy put like as many elastic bands on a watermelon as he can.
Oh yeah,
that still goes
I really want to try
video.
that.
What? Get Joe. I swear we must have tried that at some point.
We probably did.
Definitely.
I wouldn't have doubted.
Fuck it.
What about?
I've gone, Holly. You say yours, and I've got one. You say yours.
I've got one as well.
Well, I don't know if it was like a thing or not. When everyone just started putting like cinnamon, like when the cinnamon challenge or the flour
Cinnamon
challenge.
challenge.
Or
Yeah, I remember that.
there's that one recently with the egg yolk and the short and that whatever it is.
Oh, that's horrible.
But the NHS workers are loving that. Joe, the one I was going to say is punishment FIFA.
Oh yeah, punishment
Mate,
FIFA.
That was the worst fucking thing we've ever decided to do.
That was so
I'm
good.
going to be sexist here, Holly and Zara, and say you don't understand what we're talking about.
Punishment FIFA.
Every time you conceded a goal, you got like punched in the balls.
Well, you could get hit with a.
You could, yeah.
I think, and like.
Makes up a bit.
I don't think at the age of 9 you really think like you get punched in the balls, really, do you?
Oh, you didn't.
You'd have to like take a shot of something random in the kitchen as well. That was a bad one.
Oh yeah, there was like salt or ketchup or like.
Yeah, but Joe, I remember what me and you did, and it was very sneaky. We told what we were going to put in like yours and mine, and pretended to the other guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we told each other, so we knew what we were getting, so we could prepare for it. Or if it wasn't even that bad, we were like, "Nah, it's really bad." But then he had no fucking clue what we were going to put in his.
Oh, he didn't have a clue.
Honestly, I'm a snake. I'm an absolute snake.
Yeah.
Go on, Bo. What are you going to say?
I was going to say flossing.
Flossing, yeah. The Fortnite dancing.
Yeah, and the wall when you hit the wall.
Joe, you're going to throw up there.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever flossed in my life. It's absolutely disgusting.
Can't say I'm so lucky.
Is it?
Yeah, but
did it start first off from that backpack kid that came?
Oh yeah, the backpack kid. I know what you mean. I can't think of his name. Strange looking character though.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
What?
The first
The guy that
time.
invented flossing.
Yeah.
The guy who invented flossing. Well, popular.
Oh right. Okay.
Oh. Yeah, and hitting the wall.
That's actually reminded me of one. Do you remember Damn Daniel?
Yeah.
The Dubai Vans.
I honestly, I thought that was quite a god tier one. I remember that quite.
That was quite funny. I liked that. That was funny.
Yeah,
We were talking about. I was actually talking about that yesterday. To be fair,
it was. I was quite enjoyable. It's just a nice one. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
It was funny.
I've also got the Salt and Ice challenge.
Oh.
What was that one?
Oh
Is that
yeah.
where you put salt on? Apparently, it was actually really dangerous.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
On your arm, and then you put ice in it, and it burnt your arm. I don't know why.
That's just reminded me
Why?
of another one. Then, I don't know whether anything actually worked because I think I only tried it once and it didn't. But everyone drew like a black square, like with Sharpie, and then put flash on the phone and took a photo.
Oh yeah. No, I remember that. That was that didn't work as well, but no. I remember that, and it was just. Did it work, or was it complete bollocks?
Well, I don't know because someone did it to me and it didn't work. So the people, they might have just been lying. I don't know.
Does this count as a trend, right? Because Joe, this is something else we've attempted. I say attempted. Maybe took the piss of it a bit. Do you remember when everyone used to do Ouija boards?
Yeah, when it was
I don't know if you count that as like a
trend.
viral trend, but
definitely a thing. We were always like freaked out by it, weren't we? I'll probably do one now.
But it's always just someone
we should do a podcast doing one.
Oh,
yeah,
we should.
Oh
but
yeah.
Well, once we can all be together, we'll do a podcast doing one.
Me and Joe are just a bit too reckless, you know, for you.
I'd do one happily. Because it's not.
They always scare me because like they can say that like the spirits are trying to like pretend to be the loved ones that you're trying to like get in touch with through them. You know what I mean?
Sends shivers down my spine. Do you remember
quite a good one?
Do you remember the one with the pencils where you had to flick the pencil? Was it Charlie or something?
Charlie, are you there?
Do you remember Charlie?
God.
Oh, it was like a B-Tech Ouija board where it was like, just like yes, no, and like a pencils were like it would like spin around.
Yeah, I remember that.
It's not like someone just blew the pencil.
Yeah, no.
Definitely not. It was Charlie.
The Kylie Jenner lip challenge as well.
Oh my
God,
god!
I messed
I
up my
did
lips
that,
because of
and
that.
my lips were so bad.
I did it,
Oh,
but nothing much
swollen.
happened because they're already quite big. So
That's crazy.
All right,
really,
Holly.
nothing really happened.
No, I had like a massive
Sure.
red mark under my lip for ages, and it was just before I went to a party, so I had to cover it up with loads of concealer.
Joe, do you
That's
remember? I
crazy.
think it was in year 8. Emily Cable did it because she was one of the first to do it, but she proper
Yeah.
bruised it, and she had like a massive bruise, like really bad. And she came in the whole day.
I
She was
remember.
like this the whole day. She was like, "Yes, miss. Yeah, I'm here." And like just
People are doing that now on TikTok, but with like the chin, like you squeeze your chin.
Oh yeah, your
and they're
chin
doing
goes
it, and you
like
get a
purple,
big like
doesn't it?
purple bit on your chin. Yeah.
Why?
I didn't
Have you
realise
seen-
it was
I don't know.
Why?
Have you seen the one that's
why?
quite fitting, like for now, like a bottle like this,
Oh, ding,
Oh
ding.
yeah.
and then you get. Have you tried it?
That's
No,
so
no.
sad.
spoon,
I haven't
you, like,
tried
do
it.
a
I haven't got the
little thing
balls.
and then boom.
Yeah, it's like
Tried
did
it.
it.
It doesn't work.
Hit it off the top.
I've done it, but like a bit of the bottles come off as well. Like I haven't actually flicked the lid off.
Yeah.
Don't think it actually works.
No.
Yeah. No, that's a okay.
Yeah, a bit of a tangent, but what's the weirdest thing people have opened a bottle with?
My teeth. I don't think that's weird, but
I
do
know
like
someone that
myself.
can do it. I know someone that can do it with his teeth, and it freaks me out. Like, how can you even like?
Yeah,
no.
nah.
I once did it and it really hurt, and I had really bad toothache, so I haven't done it again. But
Probably
Yeah.
just like a
Makes sense.
knife.
Poor.
I've done it with the side of a counter
Risky.
before when I couldn't. I was on holiday.
You did
in-
what?
Like the side of a counter. Like we were on holiday and we got like
Oh yeah, it's
beer, and obviously
Yeah, that's bad.
the first thing that you don't think to bring a bottle opener on holiday with you, do it. And we were in like a
No.
hotel, so we didn't have one. So like we obviously weren't gonna go all the way downstairs to try and get a bottle opener. So just like side of a counter would do, just like smashing it off her.
Yeah, actually going off from that, Caleb. I don't know if you count this as weird, but I remember me, Ed, and Callum ran away for a night out once, and we had these bottles, and obviously didn't have a bottle opener, so we were using people's walls as we were walking into town. Maybe like the edge of a telephone box, a fucking tree.
You just got to get adventurous. I used a TV remote once, and it
Yeah,
worked.
Did it work?
Yeah.
Oh, fair
Just
play.
got it on the edge and just. It took a bit of effort, but it worked in the end.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, if it doesn't matter if it's weird, if it works, it works.
No, whatever does the job.
I don't think I can remember anymore. That's my list is all done.
I think that's
Maybe
about the end of it, really, isn't it? I think we covered the best ones.
Yeah,
Maybe
I
that
can't really think of any.
30 days song challenge people do on Instagram. They do that quite a lot. That's still quite prevalent.
That's just annoying, though. I'm not classing that as a
Yeah.
trend. It's just annoying.
yeah, it is really annoying.
That's just like
Fair
no one
enough,
cares about your 30 songs.
Fucking hell, you lot, calm down. Brutal. Oh, I've just got a notification, so got 10 minutes and then I'll start a new one. But obviously, the audience won't know that because of my beautiful editing skills from the last one. So should we? We'll quickly address the like. I'll get your gut reactions and answers to the serious topic today, as if you will. And are these
I am looking forward to this.
should there be any armed teachers in school or armed guards like outside? You know, so so basically, your gut reaction to that question, Caleb. Should there either be armed guards at schools or armed teachers? Which one would you like lean to?
Guards, because teachers are teachers, and guards are fucking.
So can you see the logic of having like an armed guard at school?
Yeah, but I think the problem can entirely be solved by saying, you know what, you can't have guns.
Ooh,
Give me a Nobel Peace Prize now.
Is it the Second Amendment right? Oof.
I am.
Yeah, it
That's
is.
brave, Caleb. Brave.
It's dumb.
Joe, you're excited for this one, so I'm going to leave you to last because you're quite excited.
My heart.
Zara, you of course are studying at university to become a primary school teacher.
Yeah.
If you're on Twitter, you lot, go and look at. Is it Miss Berwick?
Miss Berwick _EHU, yeah.
Go and give that a little follow. So Zara, what's your gut reaction to that armed guards? Or
I'd probably say guards, because obviously being a teacher myself, I think it would be a lot of work to do teaching as well as being armed as well. But I don't know, I think that something's needed because obviously you need to feel safe in a school. because a teacher can only do so much for a like class of 30 kids. Like you can barely keep them quiet.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Fire a couple shots in the air, problem solved.
Yeah. It's like you're part-time teacher, part-time John Wick or Liam Neeson. Pretty cool. Holly, what would your gut reaction to that be?
I think in countries where guns are legal, there should be armed guards, but realistically, teachers are being trained to be teachers, not bodyguards. So I think it needs to be guards, not teachers.
Honestly, just sling a bouncer there. Give them something to do instead of being twats outside of nightclubs. Give them something to do.
Exactly.
By the way, I'm not
outside
starting a
schools.
trend that all bouncers are bad. Some of them are lovely, but some of them are very power hungry. I'd say I'm still gonna starve you, Joe, because I know you really want to answer it. I'd say I can understand armed being there. I don't know about armed teachers because maybe some of them know the way around a gun, some of them don't.
I personally think that if it came about that teachers had to go through training of how to like be armed for guns and stuff, then there'd be less teachers because it would be scary. I think there'd be not as many people would want to go into it.
Yeah, because I understand having like just someone armed because there's this political commentator I watch and he said his Jewish school was at a danger to being shot. Like this person said he was going to do it, but then he saw an armed guard outside their school, decided not to shoot up that school, drive like however many yards down the road or whatever, like to the next nearest school, and he shot up that one instead. So, Joe, go ahead, mate.
Yeah. Right, so I'm a little bit torn on this subject.
Okay.
I don't think we should ban. I don't think. Well, thankfully, we don't have the problem in our country. I literally don't think there has been a school shooting in England since handguns were banned.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
I read before, but I'm a little bit torn. I don't know whether there should be guards or guards should have guards. Schools should employ guards, or teachers should be allowed a concealed firearm. That's what Donald Trump said. Because at the same time, I feel like a lot of people in America, with it being a Second Amendment right, carry a gun anyway.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like it would be that much of a burden. But at the same time, I feel like it would be a bit of a burden because obviously it's a lot of kids you're looking after. They're not your kids. You've got a big responsibility there. And then on the other side, with having guards, I feel like having guards. Like some schools in America are absolutely huge. Having a few guards at every school in America, I just feel like that's quite an unrealistic judgment. You know what I mean? I feel like you'd have to have a lot of guards willing to look after a school every single day.
Yeah, because then it would come into the question of like funding that, wouldn't it? Like how would you get behind that?
Exactly. Yeah. Hi Holly, how was your poo?
How was your one?
I was watching these videos on Facebook of this woman trying to. Yeah, it was funny. Sorry, I got carried away.
Yeah, Facebook. Yeah, sure.
Are we all ready?
I believe you. Yeah.
Can I eat my crumbs?
You want that?
All right, I'm good.
Holly, you eat during the podcast. That's fine.
Are you eating cereal out of a bag?
No, it's a
right.
cookie.
Are we ready?
Mm-hmm.
3. Are you still recording, Holly? Yeah.
Yeah, I just started a new one.
Okay, right. Yeah. 3, 2, 1. Hello, and we're back. So, where did we leave off there, Joe? You're torn.
That's me. Yeah. So, what I wanted to ask Caleb about. Did you mention about completely removing the Second Amendment right to protect themselves using a firearm? I'm not that great on American politics, to be fair, but yeah, why do you think that?
Because it's dumb as shit.
Really?
Come on, Caleb.
All right, okay.
It's basically the right to shoot each other.
Hey, Joe, at least he's honest.
Fucking dumb. So dumb. Because if you didn't have guns, how are you going to shoot up a school? You can't. Problem solved.
But you see, what I think is, right, say I want to put you four in a scenario now, right? Say you really wanted to shoot up a school, right? I'm not saying you're not saying you do and you never will, but say you wanted to. Say you were.
Yeah, please don't
in the
say that. 'Cause
mindset
I want to be trying to be a
school
teacher
shooter.
here. Like, this isn't gonna help.
Right. If you really wanted to hurt someone, hurt the kids in the school or the teachers or whatever, you'd find a way to do it, whether it would be with a gun, a knife, a bomb, or whatever. Personally, if I wanted to hurt people in a school and guns were banned, I'd just find another way.
Yeah.
I don't think
It wouldn't be as
removing
easy.
guns. I don't think removing guns is the answer. It may help a little bit. I don't know. Obviously, no one will know. But I don't think removing guns is the answer. I think if I wanted to go and hurt people in a school, I'd just find a way. If guns weren't.
I feel like it's too far down the line now to ban them all. Maybe some sort of reformation, but I think it's way too far gone to just that's it. No more guns anymore. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I get your point. Yeah. No, I see what you're saying, but personally, yeah, it's like you could just arm everyone, and then it's going to be harder for everyone to shoot each other because they're going to get shot at.
Yeah.
But you could just the way I look at it, the way you could just completely get rid of that by just not having guns.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously people can find other ways, but
I do get it harder because on the one hand you've got yes, guns are very, very dangerous, and obviously they do cause death. No shit. But then at the same time, it's very hard to just completely remove someone's Second Amendment right, their constitutional right. It's a massive thing over there.
There'd be a lot of backfire.
And if you actually look at a lot of statistics, like the deaths relating to gun crime are actually a lot lower than you'd expect. Yeah, go on, Holly.
I personally think that they need to maybe have obviously I don't know the laws on it, but obviously a lot of people in America, just general civilians, have guns in their house to keep them protected. But is it true, I don't know if you guys know, I saw on a TV show that if someone doesn't leave your house and you like ask them to, or they're threatening you or whatever, you can then shoot them like on your land type thing, and it would So I maybe just think if they maybe changed the laws so that they were stricter, because it just seems like you can just maybe they're too light. I don't know. I guess I don't know enough about it, but
I know what you mean. But like a lot of people say, like it's far too easy to buy a gun. But a lot of the political commentators I watch will actually tell you and educate you how you have to go through ridiculously, like, and rightfully so, long background checks and like forms or whatnot. Like you'll be there for ages if you want to try and buy a gun.
I guess it depends on the state, because I'm sure rules will be different from state to state.
Yeah. I think in some states, schools are actually allowed to, teachers allowed to keep guns in their cars and stuff, aren't they? Or I think some schools in some states have allowed it, but in the vast majority of states in the USA, you aren't allowed to have a gun at school. And I also think if teachers were allowed to have guns at school, it would discourage children or whoever would want to come and cause harm into a school. I think it would just completely discourage them coming in the first place. If I was if I was in the mind of a school shooter, if I was wanting to go and shoot up a school, but the teachers had guns, I'd obviously be. I'm just trying to think about things logically.
I know.
If I was going to go and shoot up a school, I would I'd be discouraged if the teachers, or if there was teachers or guards with guns there. I think if it was down to me, I think it should be allowed. I think that
having guns can have a bad impact on the students as well, because if they know that their teachers are armed, like for emergencies, I think they won't feel as safe in their environment as they would if they weren't there. I know that sounds a bit weird, but if you think about it, I've seen online that there's some students that have got a hold of a teacher's gun and mess around with it, and I think that's not good either, because even if it's there for safety, it's there as well that they know of and they can find it and they can use it.
No, and then
what's to stop like the teacher just fucking coming into school pissed off one day and just fucking
to be fair, you never know. Like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's Americans, man. Come on.
Exactly.
Do you know what?
Mr. Murray.
I don't know if they have it in all schools, but I think it would maybe be a good thing to have, because obviously sometimes it actually is the students. Like, I've heard a lot about students stabbing or hurting teachers or other people within the school. So some schools have like the not metal detectors. Like, what do you call things that you walk through? Is that a metal detector?
I know what you mean. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like just a large metal detector.
Yeah, but that's like sorry.
Yeah, I know that
Carry on.
schools do have that where you obviously get like, well, not patted down,
Yeah.
but have them things where they like scan you and stuff. But I even think bringing stuff like that in would probably be safer as well. I don't know if all of them have them, but then you can't bring
Yeah,
anything
but
in.
even then, if the teachers are allowed to have them there, like that's not stopping
But it's
the
like
students from trying to find out where it is.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, but I think that like if you're going to be a teacher, obviously, like with me wanting to be one, you're going to be passionate about like protecting the children in your classroom, like they're your class. You're going to be passionate about safeguarding. And I know that when I've done placement, a lot of the schools have made me do like lockdown like things with them, like even here. So I think they've always wanted to protect the kids. So I think in this situation, it's just whatever they can do to make the kids feel safe.
Yeah, because do you remember the Florida shooting? I can't remember. Was it Nicholas Cruz? I think his name was. And like you read, like loads of the teachers like threw themselves in front of the kids.
Yeah, I mean there was a kindergarten teacher in America who like put themselves in front of the door and she got shot dead, but her whole class survived.
Yeah,
because of it. So yeah,
I mean it would be easier if humans just weren't cunts, but unfortunately,
yeah. With the training as well, if teachers need training to be like to have the guns and things, like be armed. Like, if you're passionate about teaching, that you're not going to bother about having to take the training, I don't think, because I know if I had to do it, I'd do it, because it wouldn't stop me from wanting to do the job.
It's a tricky one. I don't think it's just like, because when Donald Trump said it, everyone just said, like, that's ludicrous and ridiculous, Donald, because it's Donald Trump saying
they
it.
would. Yeah.
But if someone else were to say it, like, and you actually, like, get down to the nitty-gritty of it, I mean, look, Zara's trained to be a teacher, and she can kind of decide of it. So I don't actually think it's that daft of a question as a lot of the lunatic left have made it out to be. Do you know what I mean? I think it's actually I think it's quite a genuine question. But I'm
very serious.
Yeah, I'm still
just
leaning
don't
more
think
towards
that-
armed security.
I don't know the wage of teachers over in America, but I know that it's still not great because I hear a lot of stories. I mean, teachers' wage just isn't great anywhere, really.
Very underfunded.
I personally wouldn't want to go to school if I was a teacher and risk my life every day to be paid minimum wage, Like, I'd rather...
They're your kids, Molly. They're your kids.
Well, they'd be risking their life either way if they had a gun or they didn't.
Yeah, it's not about wages though, because if I was going to go into a job with loads of money, I would not have picked a teacher because they do not get enough money.
Yeah, so it's more
Why do you want to be a teacher? Just out of interest.
Since I was 5, I've just always loved school and wanted to
Really?
like help kids. Yeah.
Kids
you
are
love school.
Sorry, I've always wanted to be a
Kids are
teacher. When I was
dickheads, man.
When I was little, I used to pretend to be a teacher and everything. Like, I've just always wanted to be one. So,
Fair play. Fair play.
Yeah.
No, yeah. The question, like, say if you were going to put armed security in, right? How do you reckon they'd fund that? Like, where would they get the funding for that?
Our taxes?
Surely they'd have to take out...
Americans' taxes? Wait, do Americans
Sure,
pay it?
they'd have to take out of another in the school, surely. They'd have to take out of, like, another program they fund or something, surely.
Schools are, like, over here, I don't know about over there, but over here they are underfunded.
I think they are over there as
so
well.
I don't think... So, like, I don't know where the money would come from.
Well, because obviously, Americans do, like, everything. Like, they have cheerleading. Like, the kids over there do about a million things. So do you reckon to get that in place that then cut other things out?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
And just...
Yeah, that's why I think it's unrealistic to have guards. And I think...
And that's why you think it'd be easier for teachers.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I mean, they could do it in a way as if they were gonna like not have guards, but then have the teachers armed. Yeah, they could. I mean, they could like do it without the school, like the students knowing, or they could have the guns like in a place where they would never find them. But then there's always still going to be that risk there, isn't there? That one of them finds it.
But yeah, even if. Oh, sorry.
I reckon they should arm the dinner ladies. Because then you're not paying them any extra, and it's security. Sorry.
Do not mess with dinner ladies.
No. They'll lob a lasagna at you.
Why is it always dinner ladies? Like, why? Where's the men?
How many dinner men have you seen?
Exactly. Well,
there's one at Nelson. There's one at Nelson now. I don't know if you've seen him, but there is one at Nelson now. Yeah.
I think he was there in the last year, and I remember everyone
Was he?
always saying dinner ladies.
Tall
I was
guy.
like, guys, there is diversity here. I don't know.
I've just remembered another trend, by the way.
Oh yeah.
What?
You know the fucking Kiki challenge, where the car
Oh, yeah.
drives slowly.
Do you
Oh,
love
Oh
me?
yeah.
Are you
People
like
like
that
that on the side of the
Right.
car.
All right, I wasn't starting a rehearsal, boys. Fucking hell. Yeah, that was, yeah.
I mean,
So
I
my
think-
only option with armed security guards would be trying to pay them and finding people willing to do that. So honestly, just get a bunch of bouncers to do it.
Bouncers.
Yeah,
That's
they're
what I
probably
thought
bald.
at first.
Yeah.
Bouncers.
Big bunch of scary bald men named Steve with tattoos.
I
Sorry.
personally think if the teachers just had guns, if they just if maybe a few teachers in the school just like brought their firearm into school, as they would take to the mall, or they would take to
The mall.
like I don't know, they take to go out shopping, or they would take to like I don't know wherever they'd go in their daily lives. I think it would decrease school shootings
I've got
because
a
it would
question.
completely discourage people going to the school in the first place to cause harm.
I've got a question, right? Looking
Go
at
on.
a bigger picture of it. So the amount of school shootings there is in America is ridiculous. Way too many. So why is there that many people who are wanting to hurt kids? Like, what is going on in America for there to be that many
You see,
people in the head that want to hurt people? Like, where are these?
that's the
They're
other thing.
American.
I don't think it's about
I'm joking.
banning the Second Amendment, abolishing the Second Amendment. I think people will still find a way to hurt people anyway. I don't think it's to do with the fact that of the ease of getting guns.
But why
I
do
think
you
it's more
want
to
to
do
hurt
with the
people?
Because
I think
because
it's
of,
to do
like,
with
the
the
knife-
mental state of the people. It's to
Yeah.
do with the mental state
Well,
of the
what's
person.
wrong with the mental state of the people in America? Because there seems to be too
Maybe
If
they
we
need
knew,
to-
then there wouldn't be school shootings.
Instead of funding security or whatever, maybe put more funding into counselling services and that kind of
Mental
thing
health
to make sure
services
that
and whatnot.
make sure that people aren't in that sort of state of mind to commit a mass shooting. Or
Yeah.
Do you remember
Started
when
like that.
everyone used to drop a condom full of water on the head?
that's come out of
That's
nowhere.
very
but yeah, I
random.
do.
Yeah.
I do remember it.
That challenge.
Yeah, I tried it. It didn't work.
Do not.
No,
That's pretty
devastated.
shit. Yeah.
With
Sorry,
the
what were you
condom.
saying? What were we saying?
We're looking at a bigger
Oh.
picture of the mental state of Americans.
Oh, right. Okay. Hey, don't generalize. Ooh.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I've just
stereotyping.
seen something online that's actually quite interesting because
yeah.
I was looking into it a bit more, and it said something about how if the staff members know where the guns are, obviously because they'll use them, a janitor at a school actually used one of the guns that the teachers had to shoot himself in the school,
Right. Lovely.
and he killed himself. And then,
Nice.
but before he did that, he actually came into school with because he realised that they had guns in to protect themselves. So he came in with a gun in his guitar case and shot the headmaster of the school, and then killed himself.
Okay.
This is what I mean
So-
by the
That's
mental
fun.
state of some.
Cheers for that, Burke.
Americans.
So I know, but I think if you have guns in the school and they know that they're there, it's not just the students that might be a bother. It will be the staff members as well. You know.
Yeah, because
So
what
the
happens
question is,
if
fix people's brains or ban guns is the question.
Yeah.
Fix
Or
people's
both.
brains. Fix
Go
people's
on,
brains.
Holly, what were you going to say?
I feel like over in this country we're lucky. Obviously, there is still a lot of mentally unwell people who
Knife crime.
knife crime obviously is really bad over here, but I feel like there is a lot of help over here as well. I don't know how the mental health help is over in America, but I feel like a lot even when people go to jail, don't they still get don't they what is it called when they get people in even counselors in jail? I swear they have that, right?
Like a psychiatrist.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
So I don't know if there's enough of that over in America, or maybe to stop people reoffending, they should have more of it in jail. I don't know. There's a
Bigger
lot of
population,
questions to
more
ask.
chance for psychopaths in it.
Yeah, very true, very true.
Do you remember when everyone used to eat Tide Pods?
I've never seen
They
that.
do.
Actually.
They do look tasty, to be fair.
They do, don't they? I thought I
They
was the
do.
only one. They just I don't know. There's something about them. They
They either look
I don't know.
tasty or just so tempting just to cut open.
Or
Yeah.
Wait,
just
eat
squeeze
what?
it.
Like
I swear you never know what's going on, Holly.
Do you not remember when everyone used the YouTubers did like the Tide Pod challenge where they'd eat a Tide Pod and they'd end up being pretty fucked?
Oh yeah, that reminded me. Some like YouTubers did the Corona challenge where they'd like lick loads of like stuff in public areas and see if they'd get Corona. Only a few.
So what were you saying about the mental state of America?
Only a few people do that. I've done that I've seen, but
No one should be doing that. That is.
Yeah, I know.
Although I will admit to something, right? When I was younger, I never got ill, like, at all. And one time I really wanted to be ill so I could be off school, because I never got to be, so I just went around licking things to try and get ill. Like, I can't lie, I did do that.
Why the hell
I
did you
was a
admit
weird...
that,
George,
Holly?
this is what I meant. I was a weird kid.
Wait, you did what?
I one time remember licking things to try and get ill, pretty much.
Why not just pretend like a normal person?
Because I was bad at lying. I've always been bad at lying.
Fucking hell. Okay, right.
I was looking at me in disgust.
That's a good way to end that bit. That's a good way to end that bit.
I've just exposed myself.
We'll go on to the final topic, and I'll start off obviously asking you one by one, and then we'll get into the nitty gritties of it. So, Holly, do you prefer winter or summer?
I actually answered this question the other day on Snapchat.
Ooh.
And
you did.
Yeah, and if I remember rightly, I said both are great. Like, don't mind either or. They're both great for their own reasons.
Sitting on the fence.
Gotta pick a side.
Sitting on the fence. Come on, Holly.
If I had to, probably summer. Because I feel like everyone looks healthier in summer. You know, you got tan. You know, everyone just looks healthier. But they're both great. You know.
Zara?
I'm gonna say winter. I know that sounds weird, but you like winter as well. I thought everyone would pick summer, to be honest, but I just like winter. It's Christmas and it's like cozy and nice, and I just like it.
Caleb?
Summer by a country mile, because winter is shit. The only good thing about winter is Christmas, and Christmas is overrated anyway. So yeah.
The first time me and Caleb have ever agreed on anything.
Joey, you summer as well, yeah?
Oh, easily. Well, winter has its good parts, like Caleb said, Christmas, and I think like you can dress a lot better in winter as well. Like it's in this country specifically, like what you wear, you look a lot nicer in winter. If that, do you know what I mean? Like you can wear nicer in winter.
Yeah, I get that.
But in summer, like especially like back when we used to be in school, like had like no work for a good solid 6 weeks, you know, go swimming in like random lakes and stuff like that. Like you got your barbecues, like sitting out by a fire at night. It's just pretty awesome, really. Nice weather.
A big one of summer is like festivals, obviously.
Oh yeah,
music festivals are pretty fucking good. So that's the reason I'd lean to summer. But I always say winter purely because I don't know why. Do you know when you sit there and ask yourself random questions like, would you rather? I could handle like extreme cold a lot more than I can handle extreme heat.
Yes.
I burn so fucking easily.
No, I love tanning and stuff like that, but I hate it when it's a hot summer's day and you can't sleep because it's that hot.
Yeah, and you have
like
to
I
stick a leg out.
hate it.
The demons just get you.
I just love being like in a blanket and all snuggled up in my bed rather than being absolutely roasting.
I get that.
I think with me, I'm good at adapting to whatever. So,
are you a human or a chameleon?
Yeah, because Holly, all year round you sleep in thermal pajamas.
I do. I'm still sleeping in fluffy pajamas. I can't lie. Well, no, to be fair, I start off in fluffy pajamas and then I end up like I can't take it anymore. But I don't know. Just adapt to it, and I don't know. I enjoy pretty much everything. Like there's good things about Christmas, you know, you're all at home and you can go to the Christmas markets in Edinburgh and there's something about the dark nights as well. I do quite like the dark nights.
Yeah.
By Batman.
Holly's nocturnal.
No, she actually is. She is.
Yeah, she genuinely is.
But yeah,
right. So, Joe, what's right? We'll always start with the negatives first. What's the worst thing about winter and what's the worst thing about summer?
The worst thing about winter has got to be the thing that springs to mind the most is the awful weather. Like,
yeah. You
just want to go out, just doing any day things, like going shopping or like just or whatever, and it's just wet and windy. It's not like there's so much wind you can tolerate before it just becomes annoying. It's wet and cold, and all you want to do is just be back at home, it's stressful. I just don't. For the few months of hot weather we get, which we're in right now, supposedly, even though it's just been raining.
Yeah, yeah, it's just been fucking pissing it down.
We had a solid week and it went.
Oh yeah, we had. That's it. We don't want to overdo it now.
Yeah. What's the worst thing about summer then?
Worst thing about summer.
Let me guess.
Might be the heat. But
that's the typical British answer. The weather.
Yes, I was about to say classic British styles.
Probably getting burned because every year you're always like, oh, just won't bother wearing sun cream for this one day, and you end up getting like,
I'm never like that.
I've only just stopped peeling from the other day. Like, I was burnt badly.
Why do I not put sunscreen on?
No, I'll put it.
It's a waste of time.
I'll put it on right, but I don't like putting it on and then putting a t-shirt on because I don't like the way it feels disgusting. It feels
awful,
horrible,
doesn't it?
It's the
put
same
my
with
arms on my neck and my face.
Yeah, it's the same with like wet clothes. Like I just can't.
Yeah.
It's horrible,
feels
man.
awful. Like your clothes stick to you. It's minging.
Yeah,
no one wants to do that.
So if I'll put sun cream on, I'll wait until it's like properly dried in, and then
wait until it's dry. Put it on a good 20 minutes before you put your clothes on.
Yeah. Caleb, what's the worst thing about winter and what's the worst thing about summer?
Worst thing about winter is probably that it's just dark all the time. It's shit. And then you're not as happy as you are like in summer. Like, summer, everything's great. It's class.
I see what you mean. Like just the general aura, if you will.
Yeah, the vibe.
Okay, what's the worst?
You don't get good vibes by looking outside at 4:00 in the afternoon and just it's dark.
No.
Yeah,
it's dark. It's raining. You can hear the wind against the window. No good.
It's not good.
Caleb, what's the worst thing about summer then?
Worst thing about, like Zara said, sleeping. It's mad.
Yeah,
I like a good cold room when I'm having a kip.
Flipping your pillow over though in the summer. That is nice.
And it warms up in about 20 seconds, and
you're
back to square one.
Yeah. Holly, what's the worst thing about winter? What's the worst thing about summer?
Right, honestly, the worst thing about winter, right, is trying to find presents for people for Christmas for me. I find it so hard to find presents.
That's such a girl
Holly,
problem.
we smashed it, to be fair.
It's such a girl problem.
Yeah, me and George went out on Christmas Eve and just got everything, just a few hours before everything closed, just boom, that'll do. But yeah, I find it really hard to shop for people, so that's always stressful. And the worst thing about summer, I don't want to say the heat because I feel like we complain too much. Nothing. Summer's great. Oh, maybe like getting midgy bites. All the bugs
they are
my night.
Yeah. No, that was a good day. That I remember. Didn't you get your dad some sort of biscuit set or something because he loved biscuits?
Yeah, it was in the sales, and that'll do. Let's get that.
I got my mum a nice gin. That was funny.
Nice.
Yeah.
Lovely stuff.
And then you went to see your nan or something. You left me in the car. I was like, I'll come meet you, Nan. I don't mind. Right. Sorry, tangent. Bowick, what's your favourite? No.
Not that bit yet.
What's the worst thing about winter? What's the worst thing about summer? This is why I need a script.
Winter probably. I'll say the weather because it's really bad. Because obviously there's things you want to do, but it's always raining. And like if you want to go out and like make plans, like go for a walk or something, it's always raining and horrible. Which I don't like. But
two down, one to go.
And the worst thing about summer probably sleeping obviously in the heat. Like I love the heat and I love like going out to town or whatever. Probably the heat. And my hair goes really, really frizzy when it's really humid, and that's not nice. So yeah, girl problem.
Sorry, I feel ill, but I can't stop drinking it. Yeah. No, I'm gonna back you up on the sleeping thing because I don't want the demons to get my leg during the night.
It's yours, George.
I'm always gonna sleep with a duvet.
Yeah, no. So the worst about summer, is probably either sunburn or trying to get to sleep. But then winter, there is no negatives about winter. It's beautiful.
There is.
All right, Jon Snow.
Yeah. No. I'm trying to think of something different to everything that you lot have said.
They all said the weather.
Yeah, also the weather, but I mean, it is a very stellar point. It's a good point. It is a bit
taking the Christmas decorations down. It's Sad.
Tell you what, twats leaving them up in fucking February.
Or putting them up in October.
Yeah. Right, can I just... Right, yeah, that's Caleb. Thank you. Right, sorry.
That's my mum.
Christmas starts on the 1st of December. If you're talking about it in November and listening to Christmas songs and fucking putting up your decorations, get fucked. It starts on the 1st of December and it can end on fucking either Christmas Day itself or New Year's Eve, all right? That is Christmas period.
See, well, actually, me and my
Sorry,
family we put our decorations up 12 days before Christmas and take them down.
That's what you're meant to do, isn't it?
That's what you're meant to do.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I can get on board with that. I just mean the Christmas period itself is the start of fucking December, all right?
No. My mum's like start of November.
We've got 10 minutes. Whew, sorry.
My mum's like start of November until
No!
February.
Fuck's sake, sorry.
Not February. Right. Maybe like mid-January.
Right, quick as we can, Joe. What's the best thing about winter and what's the best thing about summer?
Best thing about winter, probably like just like chilling inside, maybe like watching some like Christmas movie. You know, like if your family got like the Christmas movie that you watch every year, anyone else's family got that? You just chilling inside watching your Christmas movie. Just like good vibes near Christmas time, you know.
Yeah.
Like just sort of, it's like a good vibes, you know.
I can get on board with that. What's the best thing about summer?
Best thing about summer is so far from like obviously I've not really had a summer yet where I've not been in school.
Yeah.
So I'd probably say just like feeling free from not worrying about having to go to school, just doing what you want for a long period of time.
You're making yourself sound so young. I feel a bit.
I actually
like a nonce.
I would have had it. I was hoping to have a summer now, but it's sort of been a little bit ruined. I suppose we've still maybe gonna have maybe a month or two of nice weather, but
yeah.
Caleb, roll on next year.
Yeah, Caleb. Best thing about winter. Best thing about summer.
Winter. Pub.
Winter.
You pop in a pub. Good vibes. Good vibes in a pub in winter.
Speaking of years of experience from there, are you, Caleb?
Yes. Summer. Pub. Good vibes in pub. I'm not wrong though.
Not 2018 where we watched Croatia.
That was banging.
Oh, no,
I'm gonna class that as pub though.
I watched that.
Football. It's going to be, we'll class.
I'm not being funny. Their first goal was still a foul on Kyle Walker. I think I said that in one of the first podcasts. It was a foul, right? High leg, high foot, whatever. Right. Anyway, sorry. Holly, go. Best thing about each one.
Best thing about winter is probably like, I don't know whether you guys feel it or not, but there's like a proper sense of community and love, and everyone dresses up and there's parties and
I fucking hate
that is so
winter.
beautiful.
And
I'm
you
not gonna lie, I
walk to a
fucking hate
coffee
everyone.
shop and you're all cold, and then the people are like, "Oh, is it cold?" And you're like, "Yeah." And then just everyone's nice. And then in summer, the sense of community, everyone's really nice. You're at festivals, you make friends with strangers. You go to the what do you call them, theme parks, and you make friends with strangers.
What do you call them?
And just
You like making friends with strangers, Holly?
yeah.
Well, if anyone's listening to this, Holly will be your friend. Zara, go.
Best thing about winter, I'd probably say, because it's like all cozy, isn't it? And like all the leaves are falling off the trees, and it's nice to go for a walk and take your dog out for a walk.
So you like trees dying?
That's an autumn.
I like the leaves on the floor.
Unbelievable.
Shocking.
And like coming back and having like hot chocolate and watching a film and like snuggling up on the sofa or whatever. And then summer, I'd probably say, because my birthday is in summer. My birthday is on the 27th of June, so it's like in the height of summer. So yeah,
not far away then.
2 weeks.
Yeah. Best thing about winter
Go on, George.
is definitely just because I hate people and they all stay inside.
I'm the opposite.
I agree.
I'm literally the opposite.
Nah, I'm joking. Just enjoying that nice crisp cuppa. You just appreciate it so much more. Do you know what I mean?
Do you have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee though?
George hates
Tea.
coffee.
Tea.
Tea, definitely
Coffee.
tea.
If you drink coffee, then you're just weird.
Coffee needs banned. It's disgusting.
Holly's weird. Holly
Right, sorry, Holly. Oh, she's gone.
She did not like that.
Holly's left
One
the
bit.
chat. I'll tell you what. A snow day at school. Nothing beats.
Oh,
Yeah.
Snow days at school.
Having a bit of a
Last time we
sledge.
had one of them.
I swear they were like,
We
if
did-
anyone throwing snowballs, in form you'd get the announcements, and when it was
Oh,
snowing,
yeah.
like, anyone who was
Snowball
throwing
straps.
snowballs will be get detentions or H16.
Diesel.
Yeah.
The
We
best
didn't-
announcement. The best
Nelson
announcement
is a
I could possibly
Fucking
hear
dictatorship.
at school was that my bus was going home early because the roads were going to flood.
Oh,
Yeah, everyone just looking at the bus
Oh,
route. It's like,
man.
oh,
Buzzing.
yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Best thing about
And the
summer,
next
though-
bus, T14 away.
Yeah. Best thing about summer, undoubtedly, I know what you mean about just the general vibes. It's just everyone's just a bit happier.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
good vibes.
None of that
Good
seasonal
vibes.
depression bollocks. And then festivals are pretty good. Pretty good.
I still haven't
I
been
was
to
gonna
one
go-
yet.
Leeds was
Yeah.
Leeds was sick.
I was going to go Leeds this
unreal.
year, but obviously not happening. But
Yeah.
Next year will be the year we will all go to one.
Yeah, I know. I was
Yeah.
going to go to quite a few this year. I'm very gutted, but I'd rather people stay alive. Anyway, but yeah, or just a nice fat holiday. Just a nice
Yeah.
fat holiday, and just chilling in the pool, and no problems in life. Do you know what I mean?
I know what
Yeah.
you mean.
Yeah.
comprendo.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, fuck coffee. I hate, honestly, it's disgusting.
What about iced
Actually-
coffee?
Yeah, tell you what, I was literally just about to say that. But we used to go to like Carlisle loads when we were younger and went to Starbucks. I don't know what we used to get.
Oh,
But
you guys
that's
We used to
what-
get a frappuccino.
That's quite nice.
I
I'll
took you
enjoy
for your
that.
first one actually, but it
Yeah.
didn't have much coffee in it. It
Young
was more
lovers.
like
It was
chocolate.
it was
Young
choc-
lovers.
shut up. Chocolate cream, I think it was called.
Yeah,
It was,
chocolate cream frappuccino.
it was very nice.
R.I.P. Starbucks in Carlisle.
I know.
They're an awful company. They're horrible. Eat the rich. Anyway,
I agree.
I think that might cover everything today because we'll probably have to. I've got 3 minutes left, so I'll fill it up. But yeah, Holly's got somewhere else to be. You see, basically, guys.
I'm a busy person. I've got a
She's-
schedule. You got to book an appointment
she's
with me.
cheating on all of us. Yeah. But if you want to be her friend,
Hit me up.
be a friend because she likes making friends with
Link in
strangers.
the
About.
description.
Actually, do you know
Don't
what?
be a
Yeah.
friend because she's my friend.
I don't know. I don't know what to put in the description this time, so I might just put all of our Instagrams or something. Just get some, selfish
We're
promotion.
definitely just gonna get some
Oh.
weirdos following us.
A follow's a follow.
And now I've just called them weird and they're
Can
watching
you
this.
put
I'm
my
sorry.
teacher Twitter on, please, as well? Thanks.
Yeah, I'll put teacher.
Put my
Twitter,
Instagram on, please.
I'll put all that. I'll put everything right. Just send us it all in the group chat afterwards. I'll put it all in there. And then if anyone's got any more links for the actual useful links for the BLM movement, not a fucking link to free any Antifa wankers. I'm not having that. Sorry.
Yeah.
That had to be said. That had to be said.
Yeah.
They are terrorists. Anyway, but if there's any more useful links about the actual core part of the movement, then I'll put them in as well. If anyone could send me them. But
A useful link is my YouTube.
oh yeah, I'll probably put that in as well because you can watch the video version and see all of our lovely faces.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So, Joe, thank you for coming and making a return from episode 1. Hope to see you again for more controversial topics because I know
Thank you. Yeah.
I'm going to get you on for the controversial ones.
Great to join.
Yeah. Caleb, I reckon Caleb's going to be on every single one. I'm not going to lie. I reckon you will be.
Oh, sweet.
I can't wait.
He's got no
honestly.
other life though. So
No, he's
Oh,
loyal.
sorry.
Nothing
loyal.
better to do.
I love it. He's
got nothing
loyal.
better to do.
Holly, thank you for coming on again. That's 2 in a row now. Maybe you can get a hat trick.
I'll have to check my busy schedule.
Yeah. And continue the diversity. And then obviously, Berwick, thank you for coming on for your very first time.
I wish you'd just call me Zara. Like
No, Berwick. And bring extra diversity. Maybe we could bring our female viewers up. Actually, at one point in the next podcast, I'm going to tell everyone our analytics because it's quite interesting. We've got some viewers that are in like the 50s and 60s apparently. So
Crazy stuff.
Definitely like our
thank you,
teachers.
boomers. Thank
yes,
Oh,
our
imagine.
teachers at school,
imagine.
uni
Yeah.
lecturers.
Thank you all for joining. It's been lovely, and I'll see you next time.
Goodbye.
Bye.